through. Okay, there we go. What is going on, guys? TNL Reaper here, back with more Slay the Spire. So today we're doing a daily challenge. I don't know what my modifiers are. So today's reward is we have 17 cards of an actual deck. Come on. And then we gained a bunch of copies of infinite shivs. I've been in this game for 2 minutes already and we haven't even started. Alright, we're going to take this path right here on the far left and work our way up. And apparently we have plated armor. Block. Block. Okay. So our entire goal will be to run through our entire deck and get as many copies of infinite shivs as possible. Basically take you out of the game right now. Don't need to worry because we've got 5 threaded needle, or we got basically start with threaded needle. I don't know how to look at my modifiers. There we go. 5 copies of a single card. Normal enemies drop relics instead of cards. When you enter a new room, lose 1 max HP. Start each combat with 5 plated armor. Oh. Oh. Okay. So every time we climb... So we have to beat this in 70 floors. This is going to be interesting. Oh wow, we took a lot of damage just to get 1 relic. Alright, let's see what this does. Obtain a special relic. Oh, warp tongs. Okay, so all we have to do is just make sure we discard that first card that we draw. We got 5 plated armor. Times 10. So we're just going to deal... Oh, we probably could have just done the 2 things of Shiv. But it really sucks that we're losing 1 health every time we climb a floor. So this is going to be interesting. So we don't have to worry about blocking, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day. This is the daily challenge, by the way, guys, in case you were wondering. Where we've got our single card and we've got infinite shivs, but there's nothing we can do. Alright, let's make sure that we start with a power card. We need to find a way to... We need to find a relic to increase our maximum health. Then, let's see. What does this do? At the start of your turn, upgrade a random card. Okay, so the Warp Forged Tongs are always going to be in our hand at the start. Alright, we don't need to worry about blocking for right now. But we're going to start losing HP because we can't discard a card. There we go. But our shivs are going to be the first thing to get upgraded every turn. Gain dexterity, thorns, not bad. So, but enemies drop relics. So that is a plus, but now we need to figure out how it is we're going to continue to gain, lose 7 HP. Don't need that. Continuing to climb. We started with 70 health, so we're going to lose... continuing to lose. Alright, so we gained that dexterity, so now we don't have to worry... Oh, I forgot to use a block. Whoopsie! Pretty soon it's not going to matter, though. Take out front man there. Then play both of our shivs. I feel like that was planned for me to have infinite shivs at the start of the game. I might try this again if I don't get knocked out. Oh, and I blocked that curse. That's probably why I didn't pick it up. We got 4 copies of Infinite Shiv, so we don't need to worry about how many cards we get. We just need to make sure that we use up the shivs right at the beginning of our turn. Random card, Distilled Chaos. There we go. Start with 3 shivs in my hand. Cool. So I guess I'll get to see every relic. I don't care about gold. I just need to find a way to not lose health each combat, or lose maximum health. Oh wow, so now with Mummified Hand, every time we play a power card, a random card costs 0. So now we'll be able to utilize that. So we'll get rid of all the 0-cost cards in our hand, and then play shivs. Just wish we had the ability to play block every turn. Or, what is it? Deal damage when we, block. Alright, so we got vulnerable. We're going to use this side path here. Display good face, bad face. What do we got here? The next boss chest we have is empty. Okay, that's fine. Let's smith up a card here. Let's make sure we have all of our power cards right off the bat. Oh, these guys. Neat. Alright. Just throw out my cards here. Gain block. Take out that middle guy. This is going to be too easy. We basically get to burst our entire opening hand. Now, all I'm going to need is cards that give me block. That'll probably be the best option, because with Infinite Shiv lowering the cost of 2 random cards in my deck. Oh, you gotta be careful there. And the extra plate armor is nice, but losing health per floor is very, very deadly to me. So I need to figure out... how to get more block card and gain maximum health increased. If I could get feed in my deck, that would be helpful. I am upping my dexterity, though, so I guess I'm not worried about getting block cards as much. Ooh, here's a good question. Do I want weak or riddled with holes? I think weak is going to be better, because with the dexterity increase that we get from the kunai, we're in a better position, and it doesn't matter if we block now. There we go. Let's just try and keep our opponent as weak as possible. Alright, let's add some thorns here. We got fairy in a bottle, which is nice. I should probably use these up. Now, if only I had Caliper, that would make my job easier, because then I could just stack my block every turn. Let's make sure we use up the 0-cost cards first. And we gained 8 block for that, how nice. But it looks like we're going to lose a piece of that plated armor, though. At least he hurt himself 3 times. block one time, and just continuing to deal damage as quickly as possible. So with the infinite shivs, the best power card I could probably get would be a copy of accuracy. Too bad that strike didn't cost 0. 22 block, not bad. But with me continuing to max... I wonder what my maximum dexterity is going to be before this fight is over. Because it looks like I can get a maximum of 2 additional dexterity per turn. Ideally. Yep, it's going to be 2 per turn because all I have to do is play 2 attacks after. So it makes this much easier. But this fight is over, and it was over pretty quick. All non-cards in your hand. Unload, okay. No longer see enemy intents. Knowing enemy intents is very important. Let's double the effectiveness of potions. We might get a health potion, or not a health potion, but a max health potion. So we'll need that as best we can. So, climb. Let's hit up the these 2 shops here. Hopefully we can find an item that gives us health. I'm not worried about cards, and I'm not really worried about winning either. I just want to be able to deal as much damage as I can. And it's a good thing we start with God dang, I gotta stop trailing off like that. I'm sorry, guys. It's a good thing we start with the 3 additional shivs. So otherwise we would be in trouble. And it guarantees that we're able to get our attack up. And it's like the only card that I would consider getting would be Caltrops if it's available. These guys are increasing in power. We need to knock them out of the air as quickly as possible. It's so nice that I have all these extra shivs, so I don't have to worry about cards that attack all enemies, because I have enough shivs to basically take them out. Just like that. Ooh, I don't have the ability to finish you, though. Discard that. Attack you. Yeah, Caltrops would be nice. It's about the only card that I really need. So if I suffer any damage, they're kind of screwed. Really? Oh, there we go. Finally sweep the leg. Deal some, or not deal some damage, but actually it gets affected by 0. Or Mummy's Hand. Alright, let's go. Dreamcatcher. Whenever you rest, you can add a card to your deck. Very nice. Alright, come on, cards that increase my maximum health. Start with shivs in my hand. Caltrops isn't here, I'm not worried. Let's grab the hourglass. So, need something. Oh, and these guys are gonna try and steal my gold. Bastards. That costs 0. Shivs. More shivs. More shivs. Nice. Supply 3 weak. 22 damage. Wow. Damn! So we were able to play our entire hand, so I'm not too worried about cards that give me energy, seeing as it's just going to reduce the cost of a random card in my hand to 0. Not ideal, but not bad either, because I can basically control what card is in my hand the more turns go on. And I'm not taking any damage. Bag of Preparation, not bad. Alright, come on, item that increases my maximum health. What do we got here? Gain 2 intangible. I got nothing. Lose font. Okay, there we go. That'll keep us in the fight just a little bit longer. Let's take on this elite since we're actually in a decent position. And if we need to heal, we'll activate that potion. Six times 3. Not good. Alright, I'm not too worried about that. Losing that plated armor, though, is not very good for our health. Pity that. So the only drawback I'm noticing is I need time to build up my dexterity, or I'm going to be in trouble. Well, darn. Matter? Okay, there we go. So he's going to work on summoning his buddies back, so we're just going to work on putting him down very quickly. So hopefully the audio doesn't sound off to you guys. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. So that guy is preparing his largest attack. The only thing we're doing right now is just whittling down their health. I really wish he'd stop trying to summon his friends back from the dead. Or not summon them back from the dead, but just summon them in general. Alright, I can just work on focusing down the big guy now. Oop, that was the wrong card. There we go. Oh, Envenom would be very nice to have. Alright, let's strike the big guy here. Sweep the leg. So we'll discard one of these cards. Pity that. So once we get Envenom up and running, we'll be basically unstoppable. And there it is right there. Ooh, we, however, did not block. He is defeated, though, but we're going to take some unnecessary damage. There we go. I think I panicked a little too early there and activated that heal before I actually needed it. Ooh. Alright, and we managed to heal back to full health, so I guess it's a plus. I might have needed to use it during the boss fight, though. This guy's done, though. Dunzo. And we got Potions Belt. How nice. Guess we'll work on taking out that other elite, and hopefully we get something decent. Alright, now it's only going to cost us 1 energy. So on the off chance, no treasure. Bastard. Alright, what? Oh, these guys. Neat. Deal 40 damage. And we got Envenom as our starting card. Heck yeah. So we're going to take out the front man there. Use block, and then pray that we actually get... Oh, man. You have got to be kidding me. Oh, well, we block all that damage, so it makes no difference to me. It's interesting getting all of these cards that give us increased... we need to use 1 block before we end up doing something stupid. Alright, fight is over. Molten Egg. Whenever you add an attack card to your deck. Piercing Whale. That'll come in handy. Why is it always that card? Oh, I was just about to defeat him, too. Actually, what would be really nice if I had After Image. I definitely need After Image. Caltrops, After Image. So, but it looks like we're going to max out on the amount of relics we can have. Let's make her weak. Just draw this battle out as long as possible. Oh, we got Envenom. Don't need that. We'll use that. I think we'll only need that for the boss fight. Every time you play 10 attacks, gain energy. How could I say no? Ah, this guy, though. This guy is going to test my patience. Or he's just going to be an inconvenience by lowering my attack. And we got no blocks this turn. What is up with that? And we gained energy on a turn we didn't need. Aw, I was really hoping to use Piercing Whale this turn. I don't need it on a turn they're not attacking, which is really annoying. Alright, fight is over. Potions always appear as combat rewards. We need combat. We need as many relics as we can get our hands on. We need to use Envenom here. ×9. Ooh, I did not plan that just right. The only thing that would make this deck even better would be if we used, if we got Chiron's Ashes. So if we got that card, we'd be unstoppable. So Chiron's Ashes would deal 3 damage every time that we attack. Or every time we exhaust a card. But right now, it's just working our way up to the top. Oh, how did I still have infinite shivs? We're going to play a curse. Alright. Now we have elite combat here. Oh, these guys again. How nice. Yeah, these guys can't touch us now. And we're basically going to wipe this guy out on our next turn. Oh, he increased his strength, though, which means, yep, he's going to attack. Ooh, and he, didn't give us room to block, or not room to block, but, room to counterattack. I was not expecting that. Okay, so now he's working on summoning his buddies back. I don't need that extra energy. I need a way to get more cards into my deck. I wonder if we could work on just taking him out now. Doesn't look like it. But it looks like... Oh, I thought we were going to be able to play all of our cards this turn. Whoops! I guess it's a good thing I kept that card on layaway or I'd be in trouble. Our turn's going to come around. Thank you, Mercury Hourglass. Power Potion, Catalyst. Tempting. We'll grab Masterful Stab. There's not much we can do. Let's, heal up. Oh. Deal 20 damage. Next turn, draw 2 additional cards. We'll grab Deflect. That's always a good card to have. I wonder if we'll actually manage to finish out this quest. Alright, come on. Oh, and Venom is not our starting card. Sad day. Alright, we're going to have to deal with those torch heads right off the bat. And we can add a power card into our hand. Drink. That's pointless. Alright, let's get some Masterful Stab action going. Alright, so it looks like I'm just being overcautious. Drink. Grabbing Venom here. Oh, 2 copies of Envenom. Holy. Drink. Footwork. And there's After Image. Oh, that's right. We doubled the effectiveness of our potion. Yeah, doubled the effectiveness of our potion. So now we are getting additional bonuses. So me getting 2 cards. So now every time that I apply Envenom, it's going to apply a stack of poison. And then having 2 additional copies of After Image. Ooh. Maybe I should have waited on that. Every time I attack him, it's just going to deal 3 stacks of poison. And the only way that this deck could get any better would be either adding Caltrops or After Image. Like, fully to the deck. Because using that, using those potions is what got me the After Image bonus. Just use that there. So we just gained a bonus here of, after playing 10 attacks. So it's like every other turn I'm going to have 1 additional energy. Yeah, it's like I am now pretty much untouchable. But I'm pretty sure my final boss is probably going to be the, what is the name of that ritual monster? Basically, it's the one that gains power every time gains strength every time I use a power card. Deal 17 damage to all enemies. Draw 1 card, discard 1 card. Very tempting. We'll grab Tools of the Trade. So that way I have my options. Ooh, Wrist Blade. Oh, man. So now all I have to do is add Accuracy and Shivs. Oh, it's Timekeeper. Interesting. Alright. I guess we can play a little bit more aggressive now. Oh, I can attack that right out the gate. Okay, so now I don't need to worry about that guy. Oh, man. Two turns to deal 30 damage. It would really suck if I only had 3 cards. Tools of the Trade. That's interesting. So it's nice that I get to draw an additional card, which means that I can basically get rid of whatever it is that I need to. So we'll get rid of Piercing Wail because he's not attacking. We'll just end this battle. Ancient Tea Set, Blessing of the Forge. Alright. Come on, items that give me maximum health. That's all that I need. Oh, looks like we get our wish, though, whenever you apply a debuff to an enemy. Ooh, that's going to come in handy. Let's turn the next duplicate potion would be nice. Colorless card, colorless card. Oh, well. Alright, we will, I guess, work on something, because it's like I'm going to be getting to that final boss with minimum health options at the moment. Ooh, 15. Alright, discard a card. Oh, I could have played out my entire hand, darn it. Well, I really couldn't have, because it's like if I would have played All Out Strike, or whatever the name of that card was, I would have discarded the other card. and using the other. Oh God, can I not remember the names of these cards? Basically, what would have happened is, oh, I got Blessing of the Forge. So now, the only thing missing is Paper Airplane. All right, let's do Blessing of the Forge here. Tools of the Trade, Infinite Shiv. God dang, 11 damage from these. And it's like, this guy is... It surprises me that this guy is not an actual boss card. Alright, Tools of the Trade. We'll drop Sweep. I probably should have played that right off the bat, but it doesn't matter. We play this, and we'll get 2 energy to be able to maximize our block. Which still isn't enough to defend us from this guy, unfortunately. Alright, let's drop the block here because we don't need it. So we'll grab that. Sadistic Nature. Play Caltrops. Hit him with Weak. Masterful Stab. So now, every time we apply the debuff of Poison, we're dealing 5 additional damage. So this guy is going to get 8 up. Alright, let's drop Unload here. Make him weak. Play Infinite Shiv. Then... Ooh. Not take any damage from this. But just blocking just to be on the safe side. Alright, we don't need to use that, so we'll hit him with this. Damn! Normal enemies are no longer encountered. That's not good. Oh boy. Hopefully we'll be able to take out this guy. Sadistic Nature. Oh, we probably should have upgraded our cards first. I wonder if we'll actually get to beat this guy this time, even though the achievements are disabled for this game mode, unfortunately. Alright, and we're going to save our energy gain for our next turn. Which we didn't actually need because we had a power card. And we're unassailable now. Pity that. And we have 3 power cards in our hand, so we'll be able to play out our entire hand. And I don't know how they expect me to beat this guy, because it's 2 turns to deal 999 damage. It's not happening. Ooh. Let's drop Unload, even though we didn't need to get rid of it. I'm doing so much in such a short amount of time, the game can't keep up. Oh, and we used up all of our cards. Yeah, I don't think there's a way that I can beat the Transient unless I get him to 40 health. Cunning. Potion of Cunning. Alright, I need... Oh shit, this guy. Oh well, at least I'll have Intangible this turn. And it looks like my my relics can go off the side of the arena. Or not the arena, but the screen. So he's got intangible now, so we need to focus on block. Alright, play that, and then try and hit him for some damage. And then unfortunately eat the hit here. But we still have Fairy in a bottle, so it doesn't matter. Let's discard Piercing Wail, throw up the Sadistic Nature. Oh, and we almost got him this turn, so if I could play 9 attack cards in a single turn, we'd get him. Ooh, the burn, though. Dispose of that, play Envenom. Alright, so we don't need to worry about actually hitting him with attack cards right now. Alright, he's done. Bronze Scales. Ooh. Let's discard that, pull the Power Potion. And grab Well-Laid Plans, I guess. Alright, oh, hey, hello. Let's play the 10 strength and see if we'll beat these guys right away. 19 damage. Yeah, they're all gone. And I'm definitely holding on to that Fairy on a bottle as long as possible, but it's going to suck if we get to that final boss and we have no shield. Or not no shield, but no health left over. There we go. Maximum HP increased. Alright, let's rest up, even though it's not going to matter. Ooh, definitely. Let's add that accuracy in there. So now our shivs are going to be dealing 12 damage per turn. Meal ticket. Alright, we need to fight as many enemies as possible. I can't run the risk of not having an enemy to fight. And that guy in the back needs to go down. Take out Frontman, add 6 shivs to my hand. There we go, that's better. Alright, Sundial, Retime, Power Potion. Alright. Oh, this guy again. This is the most interesting daily run that I've ever had the pleasure of doing. Like, the only thing missing, I think, is After Image, and that would protect us from the Timekeeper's ability to remove our every time we play 12 cards. Alright, we don't. Alright, we'll get rid of that card. Alright, now all we need is Envenom. Oh, we could probably get away with using a power card here. Or, actually, let's use the Dexterity. We don't need it that bad. Drop the Defend here. Pick up Envenom, Infinite Shiv, Infinite Shiv. So Timekeeper is quite literally one of the worst people we could have gone against as an opening move. Or not opening move, but as an option. Let's drop that. Hit him with Piercing Wail. Sadistic Nature. Sweep the leg. Then block. Alright. I'm sorry, guys, I'm moving pretty quick here. I'm just kind of surprised I'm making it this far. Get rid of the block again, because we don't need it this turn. Alright, hopefully we get something. Courier. I don't need... I need relics that increase my maximum health. And then we have this guy. Can't play any power potions, unfortunately. Infinite Shiv. Well-laid plan. We'll add a power potion, and... I don't know if we can do... We'll do After Image. I always like using After Image anyway. Yeah, I'm not letting you hit me and infect me. Or even though I would negate that next curse, but you would do it pretty much every time. Because if I'm not careful, this guy will put a bunch of parasites into my deck if I'm not careful. Alright, we'll wait it out right now. I'm getting text messages. Let's see what we got here. Caltrops, Piercing Whale. Maybe I should have gone with the other option. Okay, there we go. So he's going to attack us 3 times for 0 damage, so he's basically just hurting himself, thankfully. Now we can hit him with Sadistic Nature, and... Oh, we don't have Envenom. Pity that. Alright, well, we got the Mercury Hourglass Pocket Watch. That is probably the most useless card for me to have. And then there's these guys. Oh, I did not get to use the potion here, and we're going to get the 5 block. So we'll add a colorless card. Say, play 5 cards in a single turn. Ooh, okay, well, that was going to be quick. It looks like I can only use Panchet 1 time. But we're definitely going to play more than 5 cards in a single turn. Play 3 attack. Oh, nice. Okay, we don't need to worry. Oh, then there's this guy. 9. Yep, we're going to deal right around 12 damage, it looks like. Oh, and he lost a large amount of maximum health from the insect card, thankfully. Let's drink this strength card and end this fight as quickly as possible. I don't know what slow has anything to do with this. And he's just punishing himself for attacking me. So now we've got shivs, caltrops, more shivs. If that card translated into, or if slow translated into power, I'd be more concerned, but it's really not. We're gonna beat, He's just counted down completely. But with sadistic nature, it's like this guy has no chance. If he dies, draw a card. There's no point to that. Deal 9 damage 3 times. Ooh, that would be nice to have. Alright, I guess we're going to upgrade a card. Maybe we can increase the amount of damage it deals. Or not. Deals 7 damage every time we add a debuff. Alright, say less. Alright, we are at the final boss. Maybe we'll get to fight the heart if we make it up higher, but I doubt it. 7 times 3. Alright. Envenom. Exhaust. Sure that he becomes weak. Add power cards here. Alright, Noxious Fumes. Just ensure that he forces us to end our turn early. Which we're not going to get that option, because as soon as we start our next turn, he is going to end our turn automatically. And I don't know why you're so happy to receive company, especially since I'm the one dealing damage to you. Alright, if we can get sadistic nature, which we're not. So we're just going to play Sweep the Leg. Our turn is going to end, and we're going to get all of the block that we need. Yep. So between Noxious Fumes and Envenom, we have an advantage. So now the only thing we need would be Sadistic Nature, so we'll be dealing 7 damage every turn. Alright, we are out of energy, but we got 4 additional block. Alright, got that. And that. We're going to need to play that 24 block, though. Masterful Stab. Hits. Times 30. Alright, and we forced him to end our turn, so now we'll start with a fresh slate. But I think this will be the first time, or not. I am speaking too soon. Alright, Sadistic Nature. Play that so we can get 1 use of Eviscerate. Deal 3 damage, or 14 damage 3 times. Not bad. Then we'll get shivs. Oh, darn. Okay, so this is where we force him to end our turn. If we do it right. Oh, this fight is over already. Oh! My lucky day. Win a daily climb. Yeah, I know, this is the first time. It's not the first time I've done a daily climb, but not... It's like, what, my 5th time? So now we're going to deal damage to the heart. Ooh. Oh, sad day. Alright, well, victory, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves.